a little bit of a while since we have less been online for our lives, but I finally could be able to get one out because yeah, my work has been a little bit zigzaggy on my scheduling. So, but anyway, we do have like a small moment of linear scheduling at the moment for my work. So we should be able to get our live right now. Anyway, if you are a Sagittarius and or if you are a binge watcher of our channel, by all means, show on up. Um, So this reading is going to be specifically for a Sagittarius. So it will be very helpful for you, Sagittariuses. But if any of you guys are listening in as a binge watcher, as always, feel free to comment down below about how it relates to your situation at the moment. Or if not, maybe even do some cool emojis. Kind of interact with our lovely live. Um, you can either do it in the current time while the live is still going, or for the aftermath. So if you wish to do it during the aftermath, you can still do it. It'll probably just be a little bit different compared to the live session. So I'll do whatever I can to react or comment to your comments down below. But anyway, with all that being said, it is Jacob Palmer here, being here for you Sagittarius. Um, if you want, you can at some point throughout this live give me any likes at any moment. It doesn't have to be right now, just at any moment. You can do a subscribe to our channel, be a part of things. You can also go to the share button if you feel like any information that is given to you about the card reading is helpful and you want to give it to another Sagittarius. Or if not, maybe if you feel like you really not just liked this live but loved it, go for that heart if you ever see it. Anyway, we do have Sniper here. How you doing today? And feel free to comment if you guys are wanting to send it in, possibly either as a Sagittarius or as one of our, binge watchers of the channel. Oh, okay. So we have our first card for you, Sagittarius. Sniper said, good. What about you? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much for asking. So we have the Queen of Cups as your first card. Something that you could have already gone through, or something that maybe you just went through and it's about to enter the stage of the past type of energy about the situation. So this could be in terms of missing out on the feeling of love, missing out on a very particular somebody, either if it's if it's you as the feminine side, maybe you can be missing a masculine. If you are the masculine side, maybe you could be missing a feminine. But yeah, this is like you reminiscing on some kind of relationship that either could have happened, maybe possibly went awry. Something that maybe for some of you guys that have interacted with this person that you liked. Maybe you're thinking about them after the moment that you have maybe uh, pops the question of wanting to be with them. So, yeah. Sniper said, "That's great." I subbed, by the way. Thank you very much, Sniper. Not only does that help our channel grow, but it also allows the community to talk amongst each other, maybe even see how everybody's doing. Yeah. We also have Willie here. How you doing today? Thank you for being here. Willie said, "Hi. What card game are you playing?" I always, you do bring up a good point. These cards do look like they're a card game. These are actually like tarot cards. Um, but I'm not like the average day card reader, so I'm kind of more along the lines of you know, pull out the card that like shoots out and kind of just like talk about it. However long it may take, because there is some very important information that comes from each card that could be about the situation. So, you know, yeah, yeah. Just know that some of us people here that are listening in, or if you put it this way, subscribers of our channel, um, we could be dealing with some kind of situation or scenario that could be keeping us behind in life. So that's just to help you guys possibly understand or maybe get through some kind of hurdle, some kind of question in life, or maybe some kind of challenge, some kind of thought of what's going on. But anyway, I already showed you the picture of the card that just flopped out not too long ago. It is the Five of Cups. So if you guys are dealing with some kind of depression, some kind of upsetness, some kind of forethought of some sort, that could be what's going on. But here's the reason why you could possibly be going through that, is that maybe the person that you were talking with, maybe either if it was in your past, what was going on in the here and now, or possibly somebody that you might get very close to talking with, where it's like, somebody that really, really deep down within inside you could possibly have said something, done something that really aligned to you, and maybe that's what brought you into ponderance, what brought you into kind of thinking, or maybe some kind of oversight of some sort, where it's like a viewing of not just your life, back then, but your life now, your life, what will end up being, things like that. So, well, that's sweet of you, Willie. Thank you for telling me that I'm a very kind person. I really do take that to heart. Sniper said, bye. Take care, Sniper. Hope you can see the rest of this one when it's on your own accord. So take care, man. We have Michelle here. Thank you for being here, Michelle. And we also have Willie saying, I'm back. that I'm back. It reminds me of one of like the movies that were around a long time ago, where it was like, if any of you guys are into like spooky movies, like movies that are like got just like a certain level of horror in some way. Um, I always hear this like I'm back, or like you know, it's like that. Well, here's Johnny, kind of like that, and it just reminds me of like the classic movies that have been out for a long while. But anyway, let's see what would like to come out for the third space of energy about the what has been energy. We do have the Five of Pentacles. Also, before I talk about the Five of Pentacles, Michelle has stated, or are they here? Yeah, there are some people that you could connect with in that situation where they're like, if they're not here spiritually in terms of like their spiritual presence, they could be physically here. So it could be like somebody that you are actually physically seeing at this very moment. Um, so just in case of like if you guys don't resonate with the person that is maybe in spirit with you, it could be somebody that is like physically seeing you, where you're like seeing eye to eye with each other, rather than knowing that each other are in spirit with each other. But anyway, that's just in terms for any of you guys that could be dealing with somebody that's not only just in spirit with you, but also up and personal with you. But anyway, for the Five of Pentacles, somebody could be kind of like extremely hurt. Where it's like, before you felt like you were hurt, I feel like maybe your person got really hurt, where it's like, they were saying like, this person is going to be my life, my continuance, my my love that continues on. But I feel like maybe there was some kind of disagreement somewhere, where maybe like, after they were very sweet and caring about it, maybe they were kind of blunt about it, where they were kind of like, well, if you're not going to like me, then I hope this way will help you understand. And maybe that's what you just like walked away from and said like, no, I don't want this. This is not my life. But like moments later, the energy of you and this person being together possibly came to you, where it's like, not only was it like the energy of the two of you being together for your person to understand, it was like your person basically already understood. It was in forms of like maybe where like after the moment of them just saying like, well, nothing is getting to them about our connection, or about our you know bringing forth of each other. It was to the point where it was just like they had to just either walk away, or if not walk away, maybe like stumble away, because they gotten very upset or very heartbroken by it, or maybe some kind of um, stiffness in their entire body where it was just like um, kind of like, not just denial uh, of continuation of wanting to to have this relationship continue between the two of you, where it's like, trying to talk it through with you about some things. But it was kind of like they also showed that they never really wanted the third party anyway. Like they never ever showed any liking for the third party. All they did was just like they wanted to see the friendship level between them and the third party, um, to see the level of where they were at with your person. Um, but however, maybe maybe they got to the point where it was like maybe it could be like a sleeping beauty energy, where it's like, not like physically sleeping beauty, but like their actions, their movement could be of this sleeping beauty. So it could be like, if nobody showed them um the feelings of liking them, it was like they would go run off to a bed and just sleep for 100 years, thousands of years, you know, kind of just like go into a very, very deep slumber. You know, it's kind of like that statement where people in relationships would say, where it's just like, well, if you're not gonna like me now, then hope to see you in the next life. So it's kind of like that, where it's just like either they could say it like rude in that way, where it's like, kind of erupt, or it could be like very upset and sniffled, like, where it's just like, well, I guess we'll see each other in the next life then. And it's just like they walk away and disappear, and that brings you into a thought process, puts you into a state where it's just like, oh, did I just that it's like that statement of like you're looking at yourself and you're just like, did I fuck that up? Did I just mess up? Did I just lose control of our relationship, our connection with each other? That's the question that pops up. So yeah. Um, but there are a couple of you Sagittariuses that could be of a different situation. But for you Sagittariuses, that could be either stuck or maybe unsure of why you guys may be feeling this person, is that the reason why you're feeling this person is because they're your person. So, anyway, Willie said, "Have you ever watched Castaway?" That's a good point. Did I ever watch it? I'll have to. I'll have to like rewatch that. See if I may have seen it already. Um, I don't think I've ever seen it before. We'll figure it out though. Michelle said, "Wish you could do a Pisces reading." I'll definitely do a Pisces reading. Maybe give it like a few other days after today, and then I'll definitely pull out a Pisces reading. So, some point during the weekend, I'll definitely get one out for you guys. So keep an eye out for that on the weekend. I'll probably do a announcement saying what time of the day it will be, so then you can know the time frame of when it comes out. Let's see. Any remaining cards for informing the Sagittarius of the past side of the situation? Something to confirm, something to maybe understand. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So we got a Queen of Swords, which the zodiac that is affiliated in the minor arcana with this is Aquarius energy. So a lot of you could be connected to a Aquarius energy, either going towards this person, or if you guys don't know any Aquariuses, or maybe just like known Aquarius, but only just been a friend in terms of like no hookup or relationship feelings with each other comes through. This could be that you could be interacting with an Aquarius for some of you. If not, and if it's like somebody that's interacting with a Queen of Swords, this could be somebody that is trying to just like help uplift your spirits, help change you to go from sad, deep, and gloomy to happy and fulfilled and things like that, where it's just like you can finally have a life worth having, you know? So we do have Willie saying, well, there's a volleyball in there, and it is called Wilson. But Wilson is my name in real life. Interesting. I feel like the Wilson volleyball, it could mean that not only is your name of significance, but it could be that maybe you have some kind of liking for volleyball, maybe wanting to have some fun playing volleyball in some way. It could turn up in any which way about that volleyball. Like, that's basically all about like the significance about seeing a particular item and being focused about that item. So anyway, we do also have Village. Thank you very much for being here, Village. Happy Thursday to you. We do have the Ace of Swords. So not only just the Queen of Swords, but the Ace of Swords is showing up. If it's not the entire range of you Sagittarius that are going through this, it could be a very specific someone. in the Sagittarius room of people in the live, where you guys could be going through some kind of embracement, because the Ace of Swords is all about embracement, where it's like somebody is either crowning somebody that you know of, or it could be somebody that is crowning you. And the only way to achieve this is that if you embrace. So that is the main thing to understand about the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords, is because they're always about like swiftness when it comes to the Queen of Swords, and also beholdness in the Ace of Swords. So yeah, the Ace of Swords, it's kind of like the sword is either pointing towards something, uh, in some way, shape, or form, holding up something, or if not, maybe even as well as it could be much more of like an angelic sword of some sort, where it's like uh, a physical sword, a metaphorical sword, or just like something to think about, like a claircognizant sword, like something to help uplift you in some way. Then there is the Ten of Pentacles, which is, I think, the last card of the past energy that's coming out. Somebody could be very much trying to communicate to you, trying to sway you, or prevent you from encountering a communication or chat with your person. And what I mean by that, it could be like somebody that is very jealous, somebody that is kind of has like this preventative nature to them, where it's like they want to prevent anything and everything. But the thing is that that preventative nature is not really natural. It's not natural, but instead it's actually artificial. It's a artificial deterrence. Somebody who wants to force a deterrence to occur. So anyway, if not like being blatant about that deterrence, maybe trying to step onto the sidelines and trying to push forward the deterrence from the back lines. So it could be somebody that's trying to make themselves quote unquote doll you or your person up into something that they aren't. So it's kind of like turning somebody who is wise to become more illegible, or the stupid, kind of like, name calling, pushing them to become stupid, things like that. But if not, if it's someone that is stupid, or if it's someone that doesn't know much, they're trying to push them to become wise. They're trying to push them to really know everything. But here's what it comes to at a cost. They're pushing that person that is that does not know about wisdom to a twisted wisdom. That's what it's coming out to be. Anyway, that's the energy about this entire past field of the situation. Let's go ahead and get the here and now for the Sagittarius. Can we? I had a big feeling that this would happen. Okay. Yep. So this could be possibly something that you are confirming, where it's like something that like maybe you did in the past that kind of came back to bite you in the butt. That's not for all of you Sagittarius, but this could be something for a very particular group of Sagittariuses to realize within themselves, or maybe something that they just already realized and that now they're confirming it, is that you could have been in connection for a long while now with a third party relationship. And it may have been so much that it took a toll on you. That you are now trying to figure out, like, why in the first place are you doing such a thing? Why in the first place did you really connect with these third-party people? It's kind of like a, no longer is it a what, when, how, things like that. But the only question that remains out of this third party is the why. Because you already know the who, you already know the what, you already know the when, you already know the where, you already know the how. All that's left is the why. And with that being said, that brings you into a connection that is solidified, that may have maybe in the past been liquefied, where it could have been some way, shape, or form platonic in some way. But however, it was a platonic relationship that you thought would have been nothing, that it turned out to have shifted into something. Because here's the point. God works on his own accord. He doesn't take every single inch of opinion. He does something to awaken something within us, to show us something that we haven't seen before. That's how special this is. It shows us a deep side, not to the situation, but also to us ourselves. This right here, this is what the mistake of a relationship could have been. If you disagreed to the real lover and not just said your standard no to that person, but if you truly disagreed to that lover, you would have still been in that third party. Losing cash upon cash upon cash. Going all the way to the point of being broke. And then at that very point in time, will you have learned the hard way? Anyway, with all that being said, here's the light side of things. Here's what, with you having this big, massive understanding of what's been going on, this is the direction of where you're headed in the here and now. Life. Magic. Resilience. Something that is going to, in a way, for you, Sagittarius in specific, have you shine. Where, you could be holding up the sword, you could be holding up the pentacle, you could be holding up the cup, you could be holding up the wand. And that means that you are connected to that very element that you hold up. And not just that, but you hold up the magician's wand as well. The magician's wand, it could be crystal. It could be some kind of nature-made wand. It could literally be something that you constructed out of a thrift shop, or a thrift store, if you put it that way. Putting together something that, was just a calling to you. Something called out to you, Sagittarius. And it's something that you picked up. And now, your life is not going to be in the dumps anymore. It's going to be head raised up high. Because look, while your head is raised up high, these thieves are looking back, thinking that they stole everything, that now they're looking back and going like, oh shit, they still have stuff? Oh shit, they really are still full of things? They're like, oh shit, maybe they are actually connected to God. Maybe they are actually connected. Because here's the thing. There are people that are here to help change us, for helping us to upgrade, to become better. Then there are the type of people who steal from us, who take journals that we write, who take relics from the family, who basically take, rosaries away from us, who take, family made crosses, because they want to see us in any way, shape, or form fail. But that's not the point. It's not the life that we need to be in for us to fail. It's for us to succeed. But anyway, to wrap the present day up for you guys, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. You could be thinking about your person still, but not just only looking at the cup of emotions with what the Queen of Cups was about in the past energy, but it's more in the form of you got to do something about that. You got to do something to return to your person. And that's what the Eight of Pentacles is stating, is that it's all about putting together something so then you can return to your person. But anyway, I do want to state to you guys that you could be listening to a lot of love songs, possibly. So you could be listening to that, thinking about your person. Or if not, maybe a love song shot up and made you remember about your person. Or it could be that a very particular lyric from a love song came to mind, and that's what you thought about your person. Where it's like maybe the stuff within deep within you guys could be showing up, where it's like you guys are in a very private by yourself corner, and it's just like you're thinking about a very particular somebody that you may have potentially hurt, that you wish you shouldn't have hurt. But I'm sure there are a couple of you Sagittariuses that are on the other side of that entire scenario. So just take what best fits in your situation. So yeah. So for the future for Sagittarius, what would like to come out? Future, we got ourselves the Nine of Cups, which does represent some kind of completion or acceptance, or something that, or either if it's not something, maybe it's someone, and it could be the lovers that took you in terms that maybe when you state that, like for some of you Sagittarius, is that may be recognizing some kind of wrong that they may have that you guys may have done. And this is not all of you Sagittarius, but this is only for you Sagittarius that may have done some wrong in the situation. This is in terms where maybe you could have came back and said that that you're sorry, that you done something that you shouldn't have, that maybe you were led astray by someone else, and now that you're with your person now, that you are now collected and you're now together, that you are not going to repeat that that bad solution ever again. But anyway, that's what the Nine of Cups is all about. Is like it's kind of like you're bringing about yourself to your person, and you're stating that like, I know I did wrong. I'm sorry. Let me make it up to you. And that's what that's about. But with that being said, if you were not the one that that cut off the relationship, and it was maybe your person that cut off the relationship, where it's like, you know, you were talking with your person, maybe your person could be coming over to you and stating that they're sorry. It's just a matter of fact of who cut off this relationship between the two of you for them to return and state that they're sorry. Or if it's not them, it could be you, right? That you could be stating that you're sorry. But anyway, we do have the Seven of Wands, referring to some kind of protection, but not in terms of like protecting yourself from your person, but protecting you and your person from whatever is on the outside. And I will always continue to say this until you guys out there understand this, is that love is not about you fighting up against your person. Love is about you and your person facing the world. That is what the love is all about. That's what relationship is about. Is that the two of you are against the world. Anyway, yeah, like look. Do you see that imagery? How like, you know, all the people with the other stabs or wands are trying to poke upwards towards this person. The people that have those wands, besides the one that's, you know, in the picture, are on Earth. They're just earthly beings. While your person, if it's not your person, maybe it could be you, Sagittarius, that's in that frame right there. You or your person are protecting each other from whoever is on the outside, whoever is out there. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what else shows up for the future for Sagittarius about the situation at hand. Interesting. So, in specifics, it looks like somebody could possibly be specifically a Aquarius in this situation that is being hurt, being attacked, being deceived, being berated. But as time goes on, they don't count that this person, that the this Aquarius or somebody that maybe has real air sign tendencies, real air sign tendencies, is actually shining. That possibly the Aquarius or this air sign tendency person, they could be very much picking up something that is out of sight from everyone else. They could be picking up something that only Aquarius or the air sign tendency person can pick up by themselves, with no one else watching, with no one else understanding from them. It is solely for the Aquarius or this air sign tendency person to pick up for themselves and to not spread it to anyone else. Because here's the thing, air signs, even if they pick up something from God, their statement is that they want to make sure that they're not the only air sign to receive this. They're not the only, if not just air sign, maybe the only person to receive this. That's what the big thing is about this, is that people tend to be a kind of like be somebody who would want to whisper sweet nothings into other people's ears, where it could be that they're telling these people that the air sign tendency people or the Aquarius specifically could not be receiving the right type of things spiritually, where they are throwing everyone else off. Here's the thing. Those people that are listening in to that person, that are listening into the gossip, that are listening into the sweet nothings, will sooner or later drop from those gossipers. To state that they are nothing of that kind, that they are nothing of the energy of the gossip, that they will walk away from the gossip, that they will become something that the gossip isn't. And that's what causes this massive commotion, is that not only does the gossiper throws off the energy of the people that they talk about, but they throw off the energy of the people that are in the conversation with that gossiper, causing this entire thing to crash and burn. Anyway, we have the King of Swords. Another Aquarius Minor Arcana. Um, it could be that the air sign that you could be connected with, either if it's very specifically an Aquarius or if it is just an air sign. In terms of relationship, or maybe very sincere, very close friendship. When it comes to, really understanding what this air sign is, or if this Aquarius specifically is, they have the ability to not only interact in the feminine if they are a woman, but they have the ability to interact in the masculine. And same thing if they are if they are a man, they could be not only interacting with the masculine energy of themselves, but bringing about a more feminine side as well. So that's what makes a lot of air signs so special, is that they have the ability to understand their spirit. They have the ability to understand what's deep within them, and they're great teachers when they talk to the fire signs. Their relationship partner, such as, for example, when it comes to just people that are of the positive energy frame of the zodiac wheel, it could be an Aquarius and a Sagittarius. And it doesn't have to be necessarily just that connection or relationship, but that's just a sample for all of you Sagittariuses out there. If not, it could be a Sagittarius and a Libra. Or maybe if you guys are very much that difficult, or very, very strict on things when it comes to you connecting with the complete opposite zodiac, it could be you and a Gemini, you know? If not, it could be, an Aries with a Gemini, an Aries with a Libra, an Aries with an Aquarius, or it could be a Leo with a Gemini, a Leo with a Libra, a Leo with an Aquarius. But the thing is that each zodiac sign that interacts with their complete opposite needs to know about the soul level of that person, to know exactly where they stand, or as well as to see where you stand if it's the other way around. So then you can know what footing to be in your relationship with that person. Either if it's to become friends, to become, lovers, or if it's to become rivals. But anyway, with all that being said, that's pretty much the main field of the tarot cards for your guys' reading. We will have the confirmational cards or the clarification cards come out for the tarot in a few seconds here. Just want to go through some extracurriculars for some of you guys. You guys could be going through some kind of devil of some sort, where maybe somebody could be interacting in this situation as a devil, or it could be that, like, you have this feeling that somebody could be walking around in this situation as a devil, things like that. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune on the other side of the tarot deck here, which is all about like you trying to make a bullseye into that Wheel of Fortune, while there are deranged people and monsters that are standing around trying to cause havoc and trouble in the whole situation. But the thing is that somewhere deep within your heart shows you who exactly is the right person. Not just like the whole high school, middle school, lovey-dovey kind of a thing, but kind of more of like who will be with you for the rest of your life kind of a thing. Anyway, clarificational for the past energy. We have, let's see here. We have the Page of Cups. Somebody could be pretty much like going through the entire situation, either if it's you or if it's somebody that is nearby you, or if it is somebody that you're connected with that is trying to let you know in some way, shape, or form about their feelings about you. Either if it's like they show it physically, if they show it mentally, if they show it spiritually, if they show it verbally, if they show it somehow through touch, things like that. That's what the Page of Cups is about. Is like it's kind of like either if it means that they're stationary or if they are on the move, they are somehow showing some kind of feeling to you or feelings to you. Either if it is through connectivity or if it is in person. We also do have the Empress, which does resonate some kind of when it comes to major arcana. It comes to that it could be possibly a Aries, because Aries is the main zodiac that gets personified by the Empress. It could possibly be a Scorpio, or if not a Scorpio, possibly an Aquarius when it comes to this Empress card. So you could be connected to either one of those zodiacs. Whatever connection of the person you could be with, or it could be what is the realization that you're with about that person, where it's like either just like I said earlier, if you are a really good friend of theirs, a really good lover of theirs, or if you are just like big time rival with that person. Anyway, continuing on, we do have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is kind of like, kind of like the energy of relationship, but like a sweet, it could feel a little bit childlike, but it's like, the way of how you enter that childlike feeling of connection with each other is that if you actually move into a experimental side of love and connection, that's the only way that you could possibly enter the more childlike wonder about relationship. So if not, then you might go into more like very strict adult connection where it's just like, um, kind of like, if you're not going to be the more feminine side of the life, then you'll probably just step up and be the more masculine side of life, where it's just like, instead of caring for your children in terms of, being like, hey, is everything okay? Everything doing okay? You good? It would be more like, come on, stand up, like, become better, like, don't don't look at yourself bleeding, like, get up, be a man, or be a woman, that's what the masculine side is about. The feminine side is all about the nurture, the care, the there is one statement about femininity that not much people actually like to hear, but you guys have to really take this thing in if you don't realize it. Femininity is actually the level of obedience. And not just obedience. When you go into a wedding, you hear the phrase, do you love this man even to submission? That is the statement that you guys all need to hear about, to realize, to take in, if you are of that woman. So anyway, the last clarifier for the past energy, we do have the Three of Wands, which is all about like communication, possibly travel of some sort, adventure, curiosity. So it's kind of like, in the picture of the Three of Wands for the cat tarot, it shows the cat playing around with the wands while the other cat is kind of like looking at the wall. The cat looking at the wall shows curiosity, shows question. Have you ever heard of a thing called breaking the fourth wall? That's what the Three of Wands is all about. Is that it's all about breaking that third wall, breaking that third wall, breaking that fourth wall. There we go. Even though that the first, the second, and third wall have been broken, I feel like the cat is that is looking at the wall is trying to break the fourth wall. And when the fourth wall gets broken, 4D gets brought forth. That's what makes breaking the fourth wall so special. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what the clarifiers are for the current day for you Sagittarius. Anything that would love to show up about this whole ordeal about what you're going through, something that is currently going on at the moment that would love to be clarified. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? All right. We're going to take a pause there. We'll see what else comes out in a little bit. But anyway, we are starting out with the clarifier of the present day energy with the death card. So the reason why the death card is showing up is that something that may have been stuck within you in terms of mucky or murky waters, in terms where it's just like, you know, you have love for somebody when you first met them, but somebody on the outskirts tried to dirty up the waters, tried to sabotage not just your energy, but your person's energy. This is a person that is going from person to person to person to person to person to person to person, trying to figure out who their person is while manipulating the people that they have passed. So that is what the issue is that, somebody is trying to cause death in the relationship, either physical, metaphorical, spiritual, you name it. But anyway, the following card that came out after the death card is the Eight of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords, it's all about being at the center of things and being in a initiation of some sort. In terms where it could possibly be like in the center of the relationship, while possibly your person is showing any missed out love or some kind of feeling that they have currently about you that could finally help you set this love or relationship in your love relationship metaphorical book of some sort, to show you that, like, hey, look, this is your person, they're truly meant for you, things like that. Or if not, maybe it could be that your person is like trying to stay clear from somebody that keeps trying to jump on them, metaphorically or physically. Or if not metaphorically or physically, it could be spiritually, where it's like they're being spiritually jumped. But it's basically that, like, they're trying to get themselves into some kind of safe harboring location, so then the person that's attacking them doesn't attack them anymore, or have some kind of energetical connection or string attached to them. So that's what's going on about this Eight of Swords energy, is that it could be that you or your person could be coming together in terms of wanting to be together. Either if it is you that returns to your person, or if it's not, if you were not the one that drove off or strolled off or walked off, it could be your person that could be returning, not knowing that you, Sagittarius, were still there. or if not you Sagittarius, it could be you Sagittarius not knowing that your person was still there, trying to clear off and fight off whoever has been causing detrimental energy to your person. You know. Anyway, let's see. Anything else that would like to be talked upon for clarificational energy for Sagittarius about the here and now? I'm hearing just the one that just popped out. So, the last clarificational card that's coming out for the here and now is the Knight of Wands. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Knight of Wands is all about like somebody who is strolling very slowly, very cautiously, trying to figure out like will their stroll towards their person be true, and will it be honest, rather than continually going after people that are just not of their own. That's what the Knight of Wands is about. Where it's kind of like it's somebody who's very slow, very relaxed pace, kind of like moving over towards either if it's you or if it is you moving towards them. That's what the Knight of Wands is about, is like it's just moving whoever's been away for a long time back over, because that person that is traveling back had a realization about this person, had a epiphany for what this person was really about, or had an epiphany about what the person that they were currently staying with was really about. If it turns out that you Sagittarius could have been connected with the third party at that time, So with that being said, let's go ahead and see what the clarificational cards come out, or the energy comes out for the future for you Sagittarius. What would like to come out for clarificational for the future of Sagittarius on this situation? Interesting. So it started off with the card Judgment. Either if it means that you Sagittarius could be kind of be the ones that are about to receive this judgment, and not just standard judgment. I'm talking about like the type of judgments that should have happened, the type of judgment that that had to be said about, either if it is about you, for you leaving the situation behind, or if it is about your person, about them leaving the situation behind. That's what the judgment is about. It's about awakening not just what was realized, but also to connect both what was realized to physical action. So that's what that is about, is that it's about awakening you, and also as well as your person, if it's a and or situation, for you or your person to realize, um, what did they do wrong and what should they do to fix it. Next is the eight, nine, nine of swords. The nine of swords could be that after this judgment plays out, yeah, there will probably be some scary dreams that could happen. But the reason why these scary dreams occur after the judgment has came up and interacted with your life or with your person's life is because a possibly a demonic energy that they were safe harboring is being bled out. Is that they are starting to become stronger than this demonic spirit. That's what this is about. Is for this person, either if it's you, Sagittarius, or if it is your person, to overcome a demonic spirit, a devilish spirit. And that's why I showed you the devil energy card on the bottom deck for the Rider-Waite Tarot. Anyway, this could either be dreams about you, or it could be dreams about maybe possibly what they did in the past, or this could be dreams of like the direction of where they're headed with you. So that's what is coming about this Nine of Swords coming out after the Judgment card. Can we get a last bit of clarification of cards for the future, please, for the Sagittarius? Okay, we have two more. So we have the Five of Wands. Not only was there the Seven of Wands that appeared in the Rider-Waite Tarot for the future energy, but there's also the Five of Wands. It is bringing you or your person a sense of clarification of be on your best guard when you say your everything to your person, when you state the feelings and the emotions that you had about that person, because not only is there your person roaming the streets, but there are also possibly some onlookers, some people who want to listen in, some people who want to get some dirty evidence on you guys. So be careful. So we do have a upside down card, probably the only upside down card of the entire flow of things. But we have the Two of Cups in the upside down. So just know that this Five of Wands could test your feelings about your person. Just don't let this throw you off of having the relationship that you were called by God to have. Because if you don't, If you allow these onlookers to take over, the one thing that you will hear is the whole bye-bye relationship. If you allow those onlookers to take over, your relationship will fully disappear. That's what will be at stake. But anyway, that is pretty much what will be tossed out from the deck here, the Cat Tarot. We have, ooh, wow. So on the bottom of the deck for extracurricular, we have not only the 10 of Swords, but behind the 10 of Swords was the Lovers. That could possibly be what this third party wants to do, is that they want to delete a relationship or delete the connection between you and your person. And look. Somebody, from the other end of the deck, somebody was pretending to be an emperor. Somebody was trying their very hardest to become an emperor. There is a real emperor, somebody that has not only shown you it, but also stated it, where maybe they said, like, maybe they have like this godly like energy, or they have like this kingly energy of some sort. But it's like, not only is there that person, but there is another person who is trying to copycat that person. And what I mean by copycat is that once that person acts, once the real person shows who they are deep within themselves, the onlookers decide to steal that energy. They decide to take upon that energy for their own sake, so then they can throw people off. That's what a lot of Leos are capable of, is that they want to take the energy of somebody and toss them off like they're nothing. But anyway, that is pretty much it for the tarot on the reading. Let's go ahead and get through the oracle to see if anybody who wants the oracle receives anything that is of importance about their situation thus far. So let's go ahead and see what shows up oracally for the Sagittarius. What would like to show up through the oracle for Sagittarius? I do want to let you know it may be a little bit quiet through the oracle cards right now, because I feel like you guys might, at some way, shape, or form, understand what's going on at this point, or maybe have some kind of recollection of what's coming through oracally. But I want to let you guys know that the card that shot out partially in the deck, that was being called, was trying to call my name, going like, "Hey, look, pull me out." This one is the butterfly. Um, the reason why the butterfly card is coming out is not only just because of its um, beauty or for some of you guys, majesticness, but also the reason why it came out is because something in the situation needed to be illuminated. Something needed to be shined upon. Some kind of corner may have been missed. But anyway, before I get other cards out for you guys, I did notice Village did send in a comment. She said, Jay, I am still here. Yeah, thank you very much for staying with everyone, including you, Village, for even mentioning that. So, anyway, you guys could be dealing with a scenario where possibly you had some kind of realization of like the depth of somebody that you may have walked away from a couple years in the past. But while that was realized, a much more deeper realization came up. Is that somebody in specific that is off to the side of the energy of your person showed their real face. And now it could be a game of who do you Sagittariuses trust now? Who do you Sagittariuses trust now? Now that the cat is out of the bag. Now that the rabbit is out of the hat. Now that the lion is out of the cage. Anyway, Village did say, yeah, peace. Yeah. I totally agree with you, Village. I too really not just only hope for you guys in the life to have peace, but also as well as you know, me and my fellow zodiac sign, or maybe even fellow air signs, because I am an air sign. So yeah, I'm really wishing for both you Sagittariuses that are watching it in live, and also as well as any of the binge watchers of the channel, some peace, because I feel like somebody on the back sidelines could be trying to trigger something within you, trying to make you stutter, make you rethink life, in terms of tossing the realization aside and trying to create some kind of illusion for you to look at. Yeah. I totally agree. Sagis are very good people. But the thing is that there's so many people that stand and sit around the whole situation of you Sagittarius's, you know, uh, being with somebody that could possibly be your, dreamed upon lover, like somebody that like you like, and it is quite evident that they are your person. But it's like, you know, some kind of third party is trying to, um, you know, cast you and your person aside, trying to um, shake you or stamber you. Stamber? Ooh, stamber. Stumble you. There we go. Um, but anyway, um, we do have a couple other comments from Village. Village did say peace and love. Exactly. Greetings to you, Jay, for Sagi's reading. Greetings, greetings and blessings. We can do that. Anyway, yeah, just know that you could be starting to realize something, and with that realization, it is bringing upon some kind of illumination, not just coming from you, but also to illuminate the entire area that surrounds you, so then you can know what's real and what's fake. Village also did say, yeah, a lot of people are jealous of us because we're unique. I agree. There's just so much like jealous and backstabby people that just want to cause mayhem and combustion inside of a situation. Trying to create long levels of mayhem. But anyway, we also have the rhinoceros, which is a really good one. Rhinoceroses are kind of like they may be vegetarians. They're not eating other animals. They're actually like eating vegetables. So that's what makes them so special, is like they're an animal that eats plants, just like a deer. Just like a deer, just like a rabbit, just like all these other softer animals. But the thing is about these rhinoceroses is that sometimes when they have younglings, when they have children of their own, and not just children just help take care of children for somebody, but the type of children that they themselves birth, they are protective. They want to make sure that no one else changes their child's perspectives of life. So that's what rhinoceroses are about, is that they not only keep themselves healthy, but they also protect their young. That's why they have a horn on their front side, is because so then they can push off any predator. Village said Saggies don't I want to make sure I read that correctly. Tolerate ignorant or selfish, evil, negative vibes around our positive energies. I was about to say employees. Who knows? Maybe somebody who could be positive to you could be an employee. So that could make sense, but definitely energies, people that are of Sagittarius energy or it could be somebody that is connected to a Sagittarius. Could be of that. Anyway, Village said, don't touch Saggies, then you won't get hurt. I agree. I totally agree. And also Bert as well. uh, I feel like it's like that little thing where like people go like kind of like they have like their butts on fire or something like that. So that could be what's going on, is like they're trying to get their butt on fire. But anyway, um, I do want to mention for the next Oracle card that came out is none other than a rat. So if you guys have seen like classic black and white films, they always go like somebody would barge into the room with like a mafia boss or a gang boss or something like that, and they go like, hey boss, we got ourselves a rat here. And the boss goes like, all right, bring in the rat. And they talk with the person that is considered as the rat, and like if they were guilty, they'd be like, you know what, ice the rat. Or if they don't go for the icing, they would go like, you know what, let's show this rat a lesson. And they like start beating them up. But that's what this rat could be inferring, is that this rat could be possibly trying to get themselves into some trouble. But anyway, Village was like, "Oh, Jay," and just like laughed. But on fire. Man, always the comedy. But also, Village did also say, "I am at work, laughing." Oh my goodness. So, yeah. If it's not like gang related or like mafia style, this rat could possibly have came from a mafia or came from a gang. So you might want to be very careful about that, because if they came from a mafia or gang, that means that they could be strapped, that they could have something behind their back. So be very careful about that. Or if they don't have any straps or any daggers or knives or whatever it is that they're holding behind their back, it could be possibly recording of your person, things like that, like something that is kind of like to get dirt on somebody. We do have is it, I just want to see the name, Manthan. Okay, so Manthan, how you doing here? If you want to, if this information is very helpful for you, Manthan, feel free to subscribe. Go to the top notification bell so you can see any future readings, whatever connects to your situation at hand. Also, we do have a like button up there, or maybe somewhere off to the side here. And for you PC users out here, we do have some of the buttons down low. So if you want to hit that, by all means do. We do have a scroll wheel. So if you want to do any emojis, kind of like go crazy with them, There is a scroll wheel that is somewhere right beside the comment section, or if not, maybe even the button section for what you hit for our live. Also, if you mention anybody that is a fellow Sagittarius, or somebody that is in a full-blown relationship with this Sagittarius, you could send it to them so they can show the Sagittarius themselves. Things like that. And lastly, just like you guys already know of, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, complaints, you go for it. You can feel free to drop it in the comment section down below. So, Manthan said, I'm from India. Okay, so you're from India. Thank you very much for coming here from India. And Manthan also did say thanks for the reading. Thank you very much for sending support for our channel, and not just only that, but also even interacting with the live as well. But anyway, the next card that came out is Ladybird. For some of you guys that know it by this term, possibly Ladybug. So some of you might know it that way. But Ladybird is all about like the acceptance to happiness and also good fortune. So if any happiness and good fortune come your way, accept it. Because it could be a gift from God. It could be a gift not only just from God, but for some of you guys that are more of the Christian faith, Jesus. And even for some of you guys that may be more of the Muslim side of things, Allah, or maybe for some of you guys, possibly the most current Muhammad, the one that is watching over the entirety of the Muslim faith. Things like that. But just know that there is a gift coming towards you, or if not, maybe already with you. Something that you have just most recently realized or taken upon that will help you in the future. And lastly, but not least, let's get one last card for the Sagittarius to wrap up. One final oracle card for Sagittarius, shall we? Okay, so they do want to have me talk about that one. Okay. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Look. So not only do you have a rat, but you also have a snake. Somebody who is shedding their skin. So we have somebody who is a guilty one. And we also have someone who is trying to throw off the entire situation just by copying and pasting, whatever is shown in front of them, said in front of them, what is felt in front of them, things like that. It's like they try to, pretend that they're somebody else that they're not. So that's what the snake is mainly about when it comes to the shedding of the skin of that snake. Um, but anyway, the snake also not only does refer to that, but also could be more metaphorical, more, you know, um, kind of like a big message to you Sagittarius out there, where it's like the snake is referring to um, letting go of the old skin so then your new skin can form. Um, in terms of, letting go of the people that are harmful to you, letting go of the people that, uh, you know, do everything that they can to dismantle you, because they're the ones that are causing the harm the most. They're the ones that are destroying the connection between you and your person. Um, and it could be that this person is trying to state false, kind of like false positives, where it's just like they're saying that, like, hey, look, like for example, if you're connected to an Aquarius, they might say like, hey, look, that Aquarius is acting shady over there. Don't go after them, go after me. And it's just like they're trying to throw you off as much as possible. um it could be similar for other zodiacs, where it could be like, maybe for example, if it was a Gemini, somebody could be like, hey, that Gemini doesn't know much. They don't know about people. Just go ahead and move on. That's what this rat, or what this evil side of the snake is speaking to you about. Is like they're trying to throw you off in some way, shape, or form. So, with that being said, just know that there is statements of what you could possibly hear from the third party. Then there could be statements that came from the third party that was spoken about from your person, or maybe possibly even a close ally of yours, somebody that will always be an ally of yours. But anyway, with all that being said, I want to thank you very much for being here, listening in, understanding about this situation of occurrence, what you're going through at the point, because sometimes it can be very complicated to take all this in, just by yourself alone. So yeah, take the time uh, to understand this, to realize this. If this truly is word for word your situation, or if it isn't, maybe something that could be happening around you, could be of resonance. So yeah, just take this as as close as you could possibly get it to what has been said, for you to fully realize your situation at hand. So then you can deal with this situation that will soon arise at pure heart. But anyway, love and light to you all. Take care. Enjoy your rest of the mornings and evenings, and for some of you, maybe even night times. And I hope all of you have a wonderful time. And as always with our channel and our well-being, peace.